Okay, now question 2 for this November 2018 question paper. Our question 2 involve statistics. It's about OGIVEs or cumulative frequency graphs. In the description below uzothola links for other questions engwaphendulile for this question paper. So now lana I have question 2 ufundeka ngalendlela ku 2.1 bathi a survey was conducted of the ages of players at the soccer tournament. The results are shown in the cumulative frequency graph or the OGIVE given below. Okay, now OGIVE yethu. On the y-axis we have cumulative frequency, on the x-axis we have the ages of soccer players, right? And then 2.1.1 but how many players took part in the tournament. So since this is a cumulative frequency graph and siyazi ukuthi ama-cumulative frequencies wathola by adding ama frequencies, right? And so we have for instance, check alana in this table we have a class interval, the frequency, and the cumulative frequency. The cumulative frequency is calculated by adding up lama frequencies wonke. So therefore our answer to 2.1.1 it's 50 players. It's going to be the value esithola at the top or at the apex of our graph. So it's 50 players. 2.1.1, our answer is 50 players. It's 50 players. 2.1.2. Determine the number of players between the ages of 24 and 31. So lana sifuna the number of players aba between the ages of 24 and 21. But first this is sizodinga ukuthola the number of players abana age 20 abaneminyaka age 24. So lona u25 u24 somewhere la so projectile line. So it means siyobana 10 yama players with the age of 24, 10 players, and then 31 years of age. This is 30, 31, now 31. So if I project the line, I can see that at this intersection ngithola ubani, ngithola ukuthi there's 40 players abana 31. So therefore we want the difference between these two numbers, so 40 no 10. Why? Because it's for the number of players between 31 and 24. So it's going to be 40 subtract 10 is equal to 30 players. It's not 30 players abana minyaka between 24 and 31. Now 2.1.3. 2.1.3, complete the frequency column. Complete the frequency column of the table below in the answer book. So therefore you copy this table and then I paste lana. Now sizofila in all the values required for the frequency column. 2.1.3 okay, check out the first row in this table. The first row for the frequency and the cumulative frequency for the first row, the values must be the same. So lana is going to be a 4. The first value for our frequency is about 4. The next one is going to be 13 minus 4. Sinikeza ngayiki 9, right? So the next one lana sithola ngokusubtracta the cumulative frequencies again. 37 minus 13 sithola 24, and then 47 minus 37 I get to 10, and then 50 minus 47 ithola 3. So this is how you fill up ilogai frequency in a cumulative frequency if it's not given. 2.1.4, use the grid provided in the answer book to draw a frequency polygon for the data. So lana ngisebenzisa the grid or the graph paper provided in the answer book for this question paper to plot, because of if ever draw my own Cartesian plane or grid izongithatha isikhathi. So therefore lana ngithethe the provided grid kule answer book. So I feel like in every test or an exam uyibhala eclassini, they also need to provide you with a grid. Why? Ngoba it's going to take you time to prepare one. Right, 2.1.4. Okay, now 2.1.4, so draw a frequency polygon. So the frequency polygons is what you draw using in the frequency column as well as the midpoint for the class interval. So therefore, I've prepared another table for calculating our midpoints. Already see now our frequencies were calculated on the previous question, and then the midpoints so I calculate by saying 15 plus 20 divided by 2, 20 plus 25 divided by 2, 25 plus 30 divided by 2, so on and so on. So uma senza njalo, so thola 17.5 for the first row, 22.5 for the second one, 27.5 for the third row, and until 37.5. Now saying the midpoint for the data or the class interval, now I can plot a graph here. This is the grid provided to answer book for this question paper. So sebenzisa yona to do the plot again. Now on the x-axis I have the ages of the soccer players, but thina sidinga ngathini asiyosebenzisa the actual ages, asiyosebenzisa class interval, but the midpoint. So plotter the midpoints on the x-axis, on the y-axis kuyoba yini frequency. So therefore let's look for 17.5, 17.5, 15, 16, 17.5, and 4. Now 4 now lana, and then let's go for 22.5, 21, 22.5, no 9, 22.5 and 9. Now 27.5, 26, 27.5, no 24, 24, 24, 24, now 24 lana, and then 32.5, 1, 2, 32.5 and 10, 32.5 and 10, now 10, and then see what no 37, 35, 36, 37.5 and 3, 1, 2, 3. Boom. Now we plot again. Now we connect the points. Boom, boom, boom. Wena ke in your test uzokusebenzisa iruler ngisho to connect the points. Now lelo kanje the frequency polygon yakho must touch your x-axis. So therefore kuchaza ukuthi kwamele i-point lakho liqale kuphi. There must be a previous point or a previous or a lower class. The point izothinta the x-axis as the initial point kuba a class A below this one, and then the one point, the last point uzoyithola or kuzoba the class above this 35 and 40. Ngichaza ukuthini ke? Ngichaza ukuthi our class la, or I think calculate so instead. Let's do this instead. Sizothola this one. So 22.5 minus 17.5, not 15, 17.5 equal to, so that there's a difference of 5 between 22.5 and 17.5. Let's check with 27.5, no 22.5, 22.5 is equal, there's a difference of 5. So it means the difference between lama midpoints wethu bani u5. So in order to get ilogai midpoint before u17.5, so the 17.5 minus 5 ngithola ubani u12.5. so it means our starting point kuyoba ubani kuyoba u12.5. so 11, 12.5, it's this point lana. And then for the last one, for the last point is to touch the x-axis about 37.5. Since it's the highest point in your eta 5 and you subtract at this time, you're about 42.5. So it's 40, 41, 42.5 now. Okay, then I connect the llama points as well, boom, and then this one as well, boom. So this is my frequency polygon. 2.1.4, and then says yeah, go 2.2. 2.2, but the two grade 11 mathematics classes have the same number of learners, right? And then the 5 number summaries of the marks obtained by these classes for a test are shown below. Class A na 5 number summary yakhona, class B na 5 number summary yakhona. This is the minimum, maximum, Q1, Q2, Q3, same goes nala. And then the parents of the classes in A and B, right? Let's say mhlambe bababizile for a meeting, and then principal mhlambe wafika nelokai nama statistics for both classes, but ama stats wakhona wasummarizile using the 5 number summary. And then during that meeting, ama parents for both classes A and B, they observe that both classes have the same median. So wabona lo 65 nalo 65, and the same maximum mark, ubani 90 no 90, and therefore they claim that there is no difference in the performance between these classes. Someone needs to provide an explanation to lama parents. Bafuna ukubachazela ukuthi okay man, one of the classes has had the worst performance compared to the other class. Now the question is, do you agree with this claim by lama parents? Use at least 2 different arguments to justify your answer. So 2.2. So what's your opinion like 2.2? Do you agree or not? Okay, bheka-ke. If ever bakunikeze i5 number summary, in order to understand i-data yakhona, I think it's especially the data le. Look at class A. With class A siyabona ukuthi okay lana the lowest mark ubani u30, the highest mark ubani u90. In class B, the lowest mark ubani u50, which is a pass. So the lowest mark u50, but ukusalayo ubani uphasile lo 50 lo. And then the highest mark ubani u90. Check with class A. Class A has the lowest mark of 30, and then low ufailile lo, and then the highest mark ubani u90. Right, so just looking at our ranges for both classes. Let's check out class A. A has a range of, let's say A range is equal to 90 minus 30 is equal to 60, and then the B range is equal to 90 minus 50, which is what? It's 40. Yes, it's 40. And then lama ranges lawa sitshela ukuthi okay, with class A there's a wider range. Chaza ukuthi there's an outliner la, which is 30. The outliner is the lowest number out of all the data set. So siyabona ukuthi oh okay, lo 30 lo sitshela ukuthi someone failed kule class le. With class B everyone has passed. Right, wonke umuntu uphasile la, right? Wonke umuntu uphasile, but with class A most of the students have also failed. In fact, nangithi most ngichaza ukuthi 25%. Looking at Q1 with class A, 25% of the class has failed, or good class A, the 25% of the marks are lower than any learner in class B. So that's the second argument. The first argument is that there's a wider range with class A, meaning like there's a difference between any lower mark nani ne higher mark. So there's a fail and the pass. With class B, the lowest mark is 50, which is a pass, but then the highest mark ubani or 90. So therefore the second argument is ngasho okay, 25% of the class has a lower mark compared to bani or class B. So therefore the conclusion esingayenza sithi the claim is not valid. Or maybe you can also think of another argument ongayisebenzisa la, but I think this is enough to justify against iloga claim ethu la, yabona. So yeah, the video iphelela lana. Thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. Nangabe we enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like. Nangabe une question asikhulume in the comment section. Ungakhohlwa nokusubscribe man. Thanks for watching guys. Asibonane kule video elandelayo.